This is my friend. I love painting. That's my favorite medium. I gravitate towards them. I love paintings. I don't care what type it is. I like to look at them really close up, and it kind of drives people at the museum nuts because I'm the one with her face practically in the painting, but I love to see how they manipulated the brushstrokes and what the two colors are they mix together that make, that flow and, is there texture to it. It started way back when I started painting on rocks. Rocks are easy to find. They're free, and I remember my mom and I would go down some riverbeds and we'd pick some out and I'd wash them and clean them. And there was a book that was like Painting on Rocks Volume 1. I was all about it. I got 2 and 3 and 4. And that's where the painting started. One of the things I enjoy the most is thinking you can't do something. Something's gonna be too difficult. Can I make that? And then just trying and working at it. And when you do it, it's uplifting and it's exciting and you feel strong and powerful and capable. And for me, there was just always that kind of tactile ability, but it wasn't always good. And it's something you just have to work at, and the more you work at it, you get better. Honestly, whenever I would see some type of public artwork, I would always think that I'm not the artist for that. I'm not good enough. I'm an okay artist. I'm pretty decent, but I'm not that kind of artist. I could never do something like that. So when it came up, I thought, well, why can't I be that kind of artist? I push my kids every day and I tell them, you can do these things and you have power and you have the talent. You never know if you don't try. And since I lost my mom, my kind of goal is to live your life with as few regrets as possible. So I did it too. I told them about this project and I said, I'll give you extra credit if you do it. I'll give you even more extra credit if you get picked. And they said, well, where's yours? Let me show you.
Come on, rider, 'cause I long to talk to you. Come on, rider, 'cause your face are carved in blue.
I want you to make sure you know all of these horses were designed and painted by local artists. I don't know if you're aware of how spectacular our local artistry in many different facets. It's amazing what we have in here in the city of Maricopa, and this is just the beginning of a spectacular art community. So I'm really glad for all of you to be here and share this with us.
My reference images are all images I took at the Desert Botanical Gardens, and I want it to look kind of photorealistic, but also have a kind of paint by numbers quality to it. And I went and chose specific paint colors that I knew would be the perfect color I would want or would mix together to make the perfect colors I would want and to give me a different variation. So there's a lot of technical aspect thinking about what the base materials are that you need to end up getting your end result. So there's a lot of thinking. There's also, all right, how much space, how much surface area will this take up? Do I get a small tube? Do I get a giant tube? And there's a lot of those kind of things to think of. I digitally planned everything out, which I think made everything a lot faster and easier. And then, of course, once I started sketching, I completely deviated from that and kind of went left field, and I just did what felt right, and I didn't really think about it. It just happened. It's about my mom. And just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I lost her 6 years ago, and she loved the desert. She loved Arizona. She thought, the plant life, the wildlife. She thought everything was so beautiful here, and I always thought it was so ugly. She would get so excited about, seeing dry mountains in the distance with nothing but weeds, and I was like, why? I don't understand. Like, why is this so cool? But she loved everything about the desert and the sunsets and the animals, and she always tried to instill in me, a love for where I came from. And I don't know, I guess it took losing her to appreciate it, to wonder why she thought it was so beautiful, and to kind of, pay more attention and realize the surprises that are all over the desert landscape. So it's a celebration for her. It's part of who I am. It's a part of something special that I get that other people don't get. It makes me feel a little bit more who I'm supposed to be. And I love learning, for example. I love discovering new things, and I love applying myself, and I think art is kind of a reflection of your time and your patience and effort, and I don't know, I want to put something out there that lasts, and something I can be proud of. I think that's one of the biggest reasons I teach, too.